Thank you for joining the collective. Today we have a reformer class. All you will need is your box. We are going to use it in long box style for a majority of the class. But first we are going to start with footwork. So all of your springs on for footwork. Headrest can be lifted if you'd like. If you want a little bit lighter for footwork, you know to take off the blue or the yellow. Otherwise, we do all springs on. So meet me on your back, rolling all the way down to the mat. We are going to start with our heels wide today in the corners. Chest is opened, hips are stable, tailbone is down on the mat. Send the carriage all the way out. Resist the springs as you come back home. Even weight in both of the heels. We like to inhale to lengthen. Exhale, resist, resist. Remember, we want work in both directions. We don't take that free ride home. When we're wide on our heels, the focus is going to be glute and hamstring. So I want you to think about the back side of your legs as you press out and as you resist. We're turning on the back side here. Knees and toes are tracking out to the corners of the room. On your next one, bring the carriage to halfway, and we're going to pulse 2 inches. Up 2 inches, down 2 inches. Really press into that foot bar. Try to keep those hips as still as possible. As you press for 4, 3, 2, send the carriage all the way out, back to that full range of motion. All the way out. Resist, resist, resist as you bring that carriage back home. We have 3 blocks within our footwork. This will be block 1 with our feet nice and wide. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, resist those springs. Let's bring it back to halfway. 2-inch pulse here. Up 2 inches, down 2 inches. Press, press. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go all the way out. Bring it all the way back in. Great job. We're going to go hip distance apart on our toes. I want you to lift the heels nice and high. Send the carriage all the way out. Resist as you come back in. All the way out. Resisting, resisting. We're trying to keep the heels lifted as high as we can. Exhale as you bring that carriage home. On our exhale, we really want to focus on the core. Powerful exhale from the back of our throat. Knees are tracking straight up to the ceiling. Heels are high. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come home. Now for our combo, we're going to press all the way out. We're going to do 3 calf raises. We lower the heels, lift the heels, lower, lift. One more. Lower, lift. Come all the way back home. Press out, hold. We go 3, 2, 1. All the way in, all the way out. Hold here. 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're lifting those heels as high as you can and they stay lifted. 3, 2. Keep the lift. Come all the way in, all the way out. Nice job. We have 3, 2, 1. Last set here. 3, 2, 1. Now we go back to that full range of motion, keeping the heels high all the way out, all the way in. Tailbones anchored. Use that breath to help you. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale as you resist. 3, 2. You ready for that combo again? Let's go. 3 heel drops, 3 calf raises. Keep the heels high. Come all the way in. Press out. You got it. 3, 2, 1. All the way in. Press out. Stay with me. 3 calf raises. You should be feeling this. Woo! 2 more. Let's go. Let's go. Then we get a stretch. All the way in. Final one. And then we stretch it out after this. Nice job. Take a stretch here, letting the heels drop under. Bring the carriage all the way home. All right, final block of footwork. Coming to Pilates V, but with our heels on. So heels are on, heels are connected, toes are apart, about a fist distance between your toes. Send the carriage all the way out, squeezing the inner thighs, resisting as you come back in. Pressing out, resist, resist, resist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back in. I still don't feel quite recovered yet from those calf raises. All the way out, all the way in. All right, when you're ready, we go back to halfway, same as the first set. 2 inches, up, down, little pulse here. Driving through those heels. 2 and 1, back to that full range of motion. All the way in, all the way out. As you press out, I want you to think about squeezing the inner thighs together. So this is our final set of footwork. We'll do those pulses one last time. Bring the carriage to halfway. 2-inch pulse up, down, up, down. Keep the tailbone heavy. Pressing into that foot bar for 4, 3, 2. Nicely done. Bring that carriage all the way home. You're going to lay your legs over the foot bar. Fingertips up to the ceiling. Big inhale to prepare. Coming into our roll up. Use that exhale to roll all the way up. We're going to switch to 1 red, 1 blue, 1 medium, 1 light, and then come onto your backs again. Rolling all the way down to the mat. Great job. We're going to reach for those short straps. Feet come to the foot bar. Hands go into the short loops. Fingertips go straight up to the ceiling, wrists above the shoulders, and then from there, put all the weight into your hands so you can bring your legs, and we're going to make a diamond shape with our legs. So it's almost like a froggy position, but instead of our legs being bent, we're extending them pretty long to create this diamond shape between our legs. Now just hold the carriage still with your hands, and we're going to keep our diamond shape. The movement comes from the hips as we lower the legs and lift the legs. Keep that diamond shape so we're not dropping the toes and lifting the toes. Everything is stationary. You cannot move anywhere except for from the hips. So we're going to lower and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. For 4. If you just go 2 inches, that's totally fine. Stay within your body's range of motion. Nice job. Rest for a second. We're going to add that move in a little bit later. So today for our core, we're going to really work on the obliques. So find that diamond shape. We're going to frame our left leg. So right hand is going to go in the center of our legs. Left hand goes on the outside of our left leg. So we're going to have one hand on each side of our thigh and then bring it back to center. Now go to the other leg. Let's frame that right leg. One hand in between, one hand on the outside. Nice job. We're going to alternate left side, right side. Now we're going to add a crunch and a hold. We're going to crunch up and hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Other side. Crunch up, hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Good. Crunch and hold. 3, 2, 1. Last one here. Crunch and hold. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Reset for a second. Get yourself a little bit out of those shoulder blocks. All right, now we're going to put it all together. Remember that leg movement we did? Let's add that on. So find that diamond shape. We're going to frame that left leg. Crunch up, hold. Now lower the legs, lift the legs, come back to center, other side. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, float the arms back down, alternating sides. Exhale, crunch and hold. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lower back down to the mat, other side. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Back down to the mat. You got it. Alternating sides. Keep that diamond shape. One more on each side. Let's even it out. Final one here. Big exhale. Woo! Great job. Hook those straps up. Coming into a roll up one more time to change our springs and to get our box. Big inhale to prepare. Exhale. Oh, that feels tougher when those ab muscles are tired. We're going to be on one blue spring. So go to one blue, and then we are going to grab our box for long box. Take that box, put it on long box style. One blue spring. Now from here, we're going to take one foot to the headrest, and then we're going to rest our knee up on the box, so we're in this high kneeling position. If this does not feel safe or comfortable for you, you're going to come down, and you're going to sit facing the side. So we'll start here if this is where you want to be. Both hands are going to take the short strap, and this is all about rotation. We're going to start rotated here, facing our shoulder blocks, keeping the arms pretty straight. We're going to reach up and away, rotating to the foot bar. Lowering back down, rotating up and away. Now you can stay here if this is where you're comfortable, or we're going to take it to that kneeling position. Please be extra careful. And this is going to make our strap a little heavier, a little tighter. And this is also going to work the core a little bit more because we're having to stabilize and balance up tall like this. Big rotation at the top, big rotation at the bottom. Do not take that free ride home. I want you actively resisting that spring. Resist, resist, resist. 2. Last one here. Nice job. So we just worked rotation. Now we're going to hook that strap up, and we're going to get some lateral flexion. That's big side bendings here. So we're actually going to go into Cleopatra on our box. So legs are going to stack. Our right hand is going to come to the center of the foot bar. Your other hand is going to reach in front of you and hold on to the box. Now, before we even start, we're going to start in a big side bend. So I'm cinching my rib to my hip on the top side here, and I'm going to stare at my heels. Keeping my foot bar arms straight, I'm going to press all the way out, lowering my rib cage towards the box. Look up at the ceiling. Keep the foot bar arms straight, press through the palm, pull myself in, come back into that side bend, looking at my heels. Look at the heels, press out, look up. Now we're going to squeeze through this armpit, pressing into the foot bar to pull us all the way in and up. So I want you to be mindful of that foot bar arm. We're not bending it at all. We're pressing and lifting into that foot bar. Taking it all the way out, lengthening the spine, and then side bending as far as we can to look at our heels. Last one here. Taking it out, looking up, pulling it all the way in. Nice job. From here, very carefully, just rotate onto your stomach into a prone position. Your chest is going to be off of the box. The same arm that was on the foot bar before is now going to come to the foot bar again. You're going to place your other hand behind the low back to remind you to keep space here. Now, keeping the arm perfectly straight, we're going to come into our swan. So as the carriage comes home, we lift our chest, press out long. Lift the chest, press out long. Squeezing the glutes. Think about reaching through the top of your head nice and long. One more. Nice job. Lower all the way down. Now, keeping our back long and straight here, we're going to bend at the elbow and press ourselves out. A bend and a press. 3 more. And then we're going to do a combo of the 2. We want to make sure our legs are wide pelvis is tucked under. You're squeezing the glutes to protect the low back. Now we're going to do one of each. Single arm swan, lifting the chest, reaching through the crown of the head. Pressing long and hold. Bend the elbow wide. Press all the way out. Hold. Crown of the head lifts. Press out with control. Bend the elbow. Pressing out. Lifting up. Pressing out. One more. Finish this set. Great work. Rest for a second. Release that squeeze of the glutes. If you're feeling any pressure in the low back, I don't want you to lift as high in the swan, and I really want you to make sure instead of lifting the booty in the air, you're doing the opposite. Tuck the pelvis under. We're going to go into the other side. So now my left arm is coming. My hand is placed at my low back. Keeping the arm straight, I'm going to lift the chest into swan. Press out long with control. Now, it's not about how high you take your swan. It's about how long can you lengthen out your spine. Keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Nice job. Now, bend the elbow. Press out. Elbow bends wide. Press straight out. Elbow bends wide. Press out one more, and then we're going to do that combo here. Hold it long. Reach through the crown of the head. Arms stay straight. Find your swan. Press out long. Bend the elbow. Press away. Hold it here. One swan. Squeeze those glutes. Hold it here. One press. Nice job. Are we feeling the work in that arm yet? Amazing. We have 2 more sets here. Lifting into that swan. It's all about the length, not about the shortening of the low back. Final set, one of each. You can definitely tell this is my weaker arm. Great job. Come all the way home. Now we're going to go into Cleopatra on the other side. So very carefully, come onto your other side, facing the other direction. Head is towards the foot bar side. Legs bend up on the box with you. Left hand comes to the center of the foot bar. The top hand holds onto the edge of the box. Now we start with the side bend. My top rib towards my top hip. Your gaze is at the heels. Slowly send the carriage out. The bottom arms stay straight, lowering the rib cage towards the box, looking at the ceiling. Arms stay straight. Press into the foot bar to pull yourself all the way back in. Look at those ankles. Nice job. Pressing out long with control, with control, with control. Pulling in. Now remember, be mindful of the foot bar arm. That arm stays straight. We're not bending that arm right now. Think about hollowing out the armpit, using the lats to pull you all the way in and up. Taking it out nice and long. Pulling it in and up. One more. Nice and long. Pulling in and up. Amazing. Swing the legs in front of you. We're going to go in to that wood chopper facing the other direction. So both arms are going to hold the short loop. We start in a rotation. We press through the strap and in rotation in the opposite direction. Resist, resist, resist. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Use that breath to help you. Now, if you want to go into that kneeling position, one foot is on the headrest. The other knee is going to come up to the box if you're comfortable being here. Remember, this high kneeling makes the strap tighter, heavier, and it also challenges the core more because we have to balance here. All the way up, all the way down. Lifting. and lowering. Nice job. We're wringing out that core like a wet towel when we rotate. Final one. Great job. Carriage comes all the way home. So now you have the option to put your box away if you don't want to be balancing up on top of your box, okay? But it's going to make it more challenging, more stabilization, more tension on the strap. So if you want, take the box off and do this on your carriage. Otherwise, we're going to come kneeling on our box, head towards the risers, feet towards the foot bar. We're going to do some leg swoops with the long loop on our foot. So you're going to pull the strap all the way back, put it onto your foot. Walk the knees all the way back to the edge. Remember, you don't have to use the box. You can just be on the carriage like this. Now you're going to straighten the leg out to the side. You're going to press through the strap, lift and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down to the side of your box. Pressing up, hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg. Now I want you to focus on your core. I want your spine to stay long and neutral. As you press up, hold, hold, hold. As you lower, keep reaching the tailbone behind you. What I see a lot of the times is people round as the leg lowers. I want you pressing that booty back behind you. My spine does not move. My tailbone does not tuck. I keep it long. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Long spine. Final one here. Nice job. Now you're going to bring that knee to the box. You're going to keep the strap on so you can rotate onto your side to come into our side lying position here. Stack the legs. Be very careful. You are on a high box, so don't lean back too far. We're going to lift and we're going to press over the center of the foot bar for 3, 2, 1. Bend it back in. Out over the center of the foot bar. 3, 2, 1. Bend it back in. Press and hold. Bend it in. You got it. If you're feeling tension in your neck, I want you to look down at your headrest. Really get that hold. Final one. 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. Hold on to that rope. Guide yourself home. Hook it up. We're going to lay onto our backs now. So I'm going to rotate to my foot bar very carefully. Again, you do not have to be on the box for this if you chose to take the box off. You're going to lay all the way down on your box. Toes are going to find the foot bar. And then you're going to press all the way out. Hands can come behind the head if you want, or hands go up to the ceiling. Pressing all the way out. It's very light, so we're using that core to control. Now, if you want, we're going to add a crunch. As we come in, we're going to crunch all the way up into a roll up. As you press out, lower back down to the mat. Crunching in and up. Lowering back down. One more. Crunching in and up. Lowering back down. Now we're going to hold it here if you can and just do a big roll up here. Rolling all the way up. Legs stay straight. Lowering all the way down. 2 more. Taking it up. Back down. Final one. And down. Great work. Let the carriage come all the way home. And we're going to come back to that 4-point kneeling to do our other side. So knees are on the box. Pull that long strap all the way back. Put it onto the left foot now. Walk your knees all the way back so your spine can be long. Press the tailbone back behind you. Swoop the leg up and hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Be mindful of a moving pelvis. We want our pelvis completely still. As that leg lowers, don't tuck the pelvis. Don't round. Make sure you're getting that 3 count hold at the top. Hold. Yes. 3 more. Use that breath to help you. Last one. Nice job. The knee comes to the box, so you can very carefully turn to your side for a side lying. Remember, you're up on the box here, so do not lean too far back. Forearm comes to the box. We're going to press out over the center of the foot bar. 3, 2, 1. Bend it back in. Pressing out and hold. 3, 2, 1. Bend it in. I want you to make sure your heel and knee are higher than your hip as you press out. We want a high press here. Still keeping that 3 count hold. Two more. You got it. Reaching through that heel. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Bend it all the way in. Take that strap off. Guide your carriage all the way home. Hook that strap up. Amazing job. You made it. Let's take that box off. We're going to finish with 2 red for feet and straps. A little bit heavier. 2 red. Take off that blue. And then roll yourself down onto the mat. Using your feet to press all the way out. 1 foot at a time. Step into those long loops. Nice job. We are going to start with a wide press. So lower your legs to a 45 and then separate your heels about to where the corners of your foot bar is. Now flex your feet. Bend your knees in wide towards your shoulder blocks. Press out to the corners of the foot bar. Bending in wide. Pressing out. Make sure that tailbone doesn't lift as you bend the knees in. Pressing out. Bending in. Pressing out. It's nice and wide. 1 more. Hold it long. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Bend the knees in narrow. Press out. Squeeze inner thighs. We're hugging in. Tailbone stays down. Press out. Bending in. Pressing all the way out. You got it. Try to stabilize those hips. Now we're going to do a combo of the 2. Here we go. We press out, hold, separate to the corners, bend in, press out, hold, squeeze together, bending in, press out, hold, separate the legs. So it's 1 wide press. Find that midline connection, 1 narrow press. Find the wide corners, 1 wide press. Squeeze it all together. 1 narrow press. Good job. 1 more full set. Reaching through those heels, taking it nice and slow. Great job. Bring the legs together. Just going into our TikToks. Feet come up to the ceiling, lowering down to that 45-degree. Inhale to lower the legs. Exhale to lift the legs. Working on that pelvic stability. Now let's finish with the leg circles. Lowering down, opening wide, initiating from the hip socket. Now reverse the direction. Open the legs, swoop down and in together, float back up. And inhale to start your circle. And exhale to finish that circle. You can take them as wide as is in your range of motion while keeping the hips nice and still. 1 more. Hug those knees all the way into your chest, allowing that tailbone to lift a little rock side to side to relieve tension in the low back. I want you to close your eyes. Take one final inhale through your nose. Big exhale through your mouth. Take a moment to appreciate everything your body did for you today. Thank you so much for joining me on The Collective. I will see you next time.